What is up, everybody? Eddie Soundhead back once again in NASCAR Heat 2 2018 Championship mode. And today we are here and we are underway at Phoenix, the second to last race in our NASCAR Heat 2 Championship season. And we're going to try our luck on the high side here. I don't think it's going to do much for us, but yeah, qualified dead last here, but I am using a setup to try and ease the pain that is Phoenix. And it just kind of helps me under braking and cornering, so it's not really overpowered or incredible by any means, but it does give me a little bit extra help, so I'm not running into everything and losing my control under braking and whatnot. So that's that. And yeah, this is the final race before the final race. I guess next week is Homestead, where we will hopefully win ourselves a championship, or we'll at least have a really good shot. We usually do pretty well at Homestead. So, very excited about that, and it's just important for us to get a nice run here at Phoenix to get some momentum into the next round and finish off strong, because we're already making our way through the field pretty well here, up into almost the top 25. We got a couple more cars to pass here. The stages are fairly short. They're only 8 laps, so we gotta get moving while we can. I'd like to try and at least get into the top 20 before the stage is over with, which I don't think we'll have too much problem doing. Because with this setup, this car just turns a lot better, and it doesn't go all crazy under the braking, so helps me out a lot here at Phoenix. Which I'm gonna dive underneath the Stenhouse here. So yeah, Phoenix is not one of our better tracks. We've had up and down races here, but I don't remember this track being a highlight of our season ever, really. Phoenix can usually be pretty, it's one of the tracks where I think, oh great, Phoenix is next, that's gonna suck. But we'll see as we crack the top 20 here with about half of a stage to go. So get underneath Ty Dillon, or try to anyway. We do. He moves up a little bit for us, thank you. And yeah, I'm just excited, man. It's winding down. NASCAR Heat 2 as a whole really is sort of winding down, and pretty soon, NASCAR Heat 3 will be out, what, a couple weeks from now. So, I think it's 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. That'll be pretty exciting, pretty fun. Looking forward to checking out the career mode. I noticed some new stuff in there, so looks pretty cool. And before we get to that, though, we got to finish off NASCAR Heat 2 this week with Phoenix, next week with Homestead, and then we have a special video planned for the last week of NASCAR Heat 2 before the Friday that NASCAR Heat 3 comes out, so you're gonna make sure you want to check that out. We're gonna move ourselves in. Oh, I got Boyer there. Sorry about that, Boyer. You kind of braked a lot sooner than I anticipated. Just looks like he saved it though, so no caution. Only a couple laps to go on the stage anyway. Not too big of a deal, but I'm sure Boyer won't be too happy about what we just did there to him. We get to move in on Alex Bowman there too now, and got a couple more cars. Might be able to get 1 or 2 more spots here before the stage is over, as we got 1 lap to go here in stage 1. Get underneath Bubba in that click and close car. That is one of the best looking cars of this season. Bubba Wallace has had some nice looking cars this year. Richard Petty Motorsports, I wish they had a little bit more performance, but their paint schemes are on lock, man. They really got those down pretty well. As we're gonna move in here on Austin Dillon, and we drag race to the line. Won't have to get there though, as we'll take 11th place in stage 1. All right, Mac here lined up. Nobody pitted, so we stayed out as well. We're back in it. We're just outside the top 10 here, beginning in stage 2. So yeah, it's been a pretty solid, drama-free race so far. I got a little bit of contact with Boyer in stage 1, but nothing too crazy, so we'll be okay. We make a big move down the inside there, slide underneath Blaney here, and get behind Harvick, try to push him through the corner, get ourselves a nice little run. We're almost cracking the top 5 here. That'd be pretty awesome, really. So we're gonna move to Harvick's inside to give it a shot here. We got Jimmy Johnson up here. Logano's at Larson, and can't really tell who's leading. My balls are failing me as I continue to move. Looks like Truex actually. So gonna keep trying our best here to get inside, as far up inside the top 5 as we can. But we might actually have a pretty good shot here at Phoenix, and I think if we win this race, we'll sweep the round, which would be pretty cool. I can't remember the last time we've done that. We might have done it. I think we've done it before. I'm pretty sure. My memory fails me too. I've done so many of these things, and I'm sure you guys probably remember them a lot better than I do. So we'll be remember them all pretty soon, though. It's like move to the inside of Jimmy Johnson, trying to get a spot. He's gonna fight back on the outside. Looks like he'll keep the position. Try again here in turns 1 and 2. Hey, you know what else this is? This is also the final race of the old Phoenix. Because when the NASCAR Cup Series and I guess Truck Series comes here to this race in real life later this year, they will be under the new configuration where the front stretch will now be the back stretch, and the back stretch will now be the front stretch. So I'm very excited actually to see how that goes. And I get into Logano into the corner and I hit the wall, and that's going to bring out the caution. All right, so a little bit of an unfortunate thing. Logano really checked up going into that corner. I did not expect it, and we ended up getting together. So that's my fault. I'll take blame for it. Rear-ended him. We did get the wall pretty good, but I think we're okay, at least to make it to the end of the stage. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to pit anyway, so just going to be a matter of holding out to the end here. Might be able to, oh man, if we really set it in deep there, but we're going to get a couple spots with that. Shove Logano up, get that car to cut. Man, we've got a nose under Larson here for the lead during that. That was pretty nice right there. Drag race down the front stretch. Outbreak him into turn 1. Man, look at that. We got the lead with 1 lap to go in the stage 2. That's pretty insane right there. I didn't see that coming at all. Hit that dog leg for that little shortcut. Couple extra feet we can get, and we'll clear Larson for sure that time down into turns 3 and 4. And coming back up onto the front stretch. That's going to be a stage win. I did not think that would happen in a million years, but I will gladly take it. And yeah, nice stage right there. Good stuff. Sorry about hitting Logano though. All right, so we have pitted 4 tires and fuel. Should be okay to make it to the end if we save a little bit, because there's 20 laps and we've got 19 laps of fuel. Shouldn't be too hard. We can get ourselves a little lead here on some of these guys. We'll be able to roll back our corners a little bit, save some gas. But I came up the track and Logano's going to take a look underneath. And he's going to challenge me for this lead early on here. So I'm going to have to send it down into this 3rd corner and no challenge. Just beat him. Man, this setup, again, I like it a lot. It's not overpowered, but man, it really helps me in those corners. Whereas the default setup is just really not all that good to me in this game. So we take the lead back here in the final stage, and just really got to hang on, save a few laps of fuel, and we should be good to go to the end of this race. Righty here, coming down to the wire. Got to roll back them corners. I think we're pretty much good to go now on fuel. I think we're good by about 1 or 2 laps. 3 laps of fuel, 2 laps to go, so we've saved a lot of fuel by rolling back those corners, so that helps out a ton. We are, just got to make the rounds. Everybody else is pretty much pitting. We're good to go to the end as long as it stays green. Everybody else just needs to behave themselves, and we should be all right for a win here at Phoenix. Kind of surprised. I did not expect to come into this race and win, but we've got 1 lap to go before that's set in stone, so we need to not count our eggs before they hatch here. Wait, what? Count our chickens before they hatch. See, it's getting to me, man. It's getting to me. This season's finally getting to me, but we're finally getting our fuel symbol, and we're good to go here. So coming down the front stretch for the final time, we'll get a win. My IQ has gone through the floor. It's a negative number at this point, but we'll take it. We'll take it. That's a nice win right there at Phoenix. That's probably the best Phoenix race I've ever competed in. I mean, that was a really solid, just good race. I'm proud of that one. All right, so here's your finishing order. Chase Elliott brings home 2nd. A lot of cars laps down here. That's going to hurt some championship contenders most likely. And Kyle Larson dead last, 7 laps down. That's a tough deal for him. And now we see our final 4. So Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott are all eliminated from the playoffs, and that means that when we go into Homestead, we'll have to battle Jimmy Johnson, Martin Truex Jr., and Kevin Harvick for the Final Four. So that's a pretty stacked Final Four right there. Almost had a perfect big three plus me, but didn't quite get it done. Jimmy Johnson snuck in there. So fair play to him. We'll take a trophy here at Phoenix Victory Lane celebration, and we'll go ahead and head back to the shop. Alrighty, that is ISM Raceway in the books, Phoenix, whatever you want to call it. That's it, and next up is Homestead Miami Speedway for the series finale. Man, it's winding down on us, man. This game, I feel like it just has come and went, and we're on our final race now. So you're going to make sure you want to tune into this next race, because I'm sure it's going to be a blast. So thank you all, as always, for watching. I really appreciate all the support you guys give me. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.